Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman, Handy Andy on Demand, and welcome to a quick project run through over in Roswell. This is a lake neighborhood that we're in here at least once a week fixing something over here. You know, when you do everything, you get called out a lot. So it's me, my brother, and 30 guys running all over Metro Atlanta. We've been doing this for 27 years now, which is hard to believe. And today we haven't been called out by Donna Matthews there on that sign, who does a lot of stuff in this particular community, but we were called out by the buyer's agent, who we've known for years and done a ton of work for, and just did a rush project for her down in Atlanta a couple days ago. So she just sent us this list today. Most of the things we're going to show you, we can't show you because they're inside and I don't have a super key with me to get in here. But there's some appliance, some plumbing, some electrical, all the things that we do. So here at the someone used some old railroad ties to build this retaining wall and these steps. And these things will last like 40 or 50 years. They're soaked in creosote, and that's why they last against the elements. But you still want to seal them, and nobody ever sealed these things. And so this one step here, you can see a chunk out of it, and the one top of the retaining wall. And then the very next step down, I think this one right here, you can kind of see there's a piece out of it. If you step on it, you'll see it squeeze at the bottom right there. So that's just an insurance hazard. So they don't fix it, their insurance company's probably going to make them do it. And then cedar is your best natural siding. This stuff is so resilient that even if you don't caulk it, it'll last for 30 or 40 years. And so when you come around the left corner of this bump out right here, the bottom 3 or 4 rows of that siding right there are rotted, and that corner board on the side, the cedar. A lot of the cedar houses were never caulked because the builder spray stained them. They didn't have to caulk this stuff. And that's why usually when you see cedar houses, they're darker colors, because then the uncaulked siding and the corner boards just kind of show as a shadow. We can get around on the back side of the deck over here. You know, so if you buy a cedar house, just make sure you make arrangements to caulk it. This house was stained fairly recently, is in pretty decent shape, but there's probably some pockets around here that still need to be caulked. So you just want to look for the black line between either the butt joint where 2 pieces of siding come together, or where a piece of siding meets a piece of trim, or a corner board. And so here was the other piece the inspector was noted back here. These corner boards in the very back of the chimney are rotted, so we'll just replace both of those. They're doubled up cedar. And it's hard to see in the video, but there's like 3 pieces of siding right there. So not a lot. Really cool house. If you like these contemporary style houses, I love these things. They're wonderful spaces. Lots of open space. Designs came from California and came this way. People don't realize it. Cedar's the most expensive natural siding you can buy today. When this house was built, they were clear cutting parts of California and cutting down cedar trees, so it was dirt cheap. And that's why builders used it. And so here at the side garage door, the inspector has to caulk this door up. You can see the gaps up top up here. See the shadow? But down here, the gap at the threshold is because there's no threshold support under that door. So the boys will cut a piece of pressure treated wood and they'll screw it in with concrete screws into that concrete down there, and then when you walk on this threshold, it won't flex like it does now. If you watch, if I put my 220 pounds, see it move? That's what the inspector's talking about. The rest of the stuff is little stuff that's inside. It adds up, but it's all typical stuff. Buyers get scared when they get a really thorough inspection report like this buyer did with Miss Aaron, who is the agent on this side. If you're not used to buying houses, you get a 60-page report and you're like, oh my God, there's so many issues with this house. There's almost nothing wrong with this house. It's a beautiful house. It's been kept up. You know, like anything else, buyers will get in here and they'll want to paint or they'll change some carpet or whatever they want to do. And one of the reasons that people like working with Handy Andy is we'll come in and we'll deal with that stuff. But we can also deal with, like the inspector noted, and it's not in the amendment, I don't think, but there's some clouded windows right here. It's hard to see in the video. We can actually replace those. We manufacture them, so we can have a window replaced usually in a day or so for agents. We're on a deal up in Bridge Mill in Canton right now that we finished up for the homeowners the other day. And the sellers, we were working for the buyers there, and the sellers had some clouded windows like that. And the seller's agent found somebody else besides us. They're still waiting for the windows. It's been 4 weeks. We're in and out 2 days usually, even with coronavirus and all this stuff. So, but anyway, it's me and my brother, 30 guys. We pretty much do everything. You can find us at 770-912-2829. Or sometimes you catch me personally, 770-265-9000. 9017. I'm Andy with HandyANdy. See you at the next house. Bye for now.